Let's talk about your YC experience. What was that like for you? How did it make you feel when you guys got in? I know you said it was a bet that one of your co-founders had, but how was the feeling? And yeah,
So I think YC was super important for us
yep,
in many ways. I think I remember that when we got in, how fucking happy we were. We were in airport, and I jumped up and down, screamed, and just ran back and forth to just get like the energy out of my body.
yeah,
Uh, but I think one of the key things that YC really did for us was that, to be honest, I think like right after we had started Soundboks, we were a bit too full of ourselves, because we had started this company here in Denmark. Things had gone super fast, super well. We had won like awards as the new young entrepreneurs in Denmark, and were raising like millions, and as a 20-year-old, that I think that goes to your head a bit,
right.
very fast. Like, and suddenly you think you're the man, you think you can do everything. And I just have this very, very clear image of like me arriving at YC, and then like going around, and I'm looking to see, okay, is there any other young people that maybe doesn't do like so incredible things? And then I see a guy, and it's a guy called Alex, and Alex is my friend now. I was in Thiel Fellowship with him. It's Alex, from Embark.
Yeah,
And I'm thinking, oh, he's a young guy. He probably doesn't, he's maybe a bit on our level. And I go and talk to him, and he's like, I ask him, so what do you do, Alex? And he's like, I won the world championship in robotics last year,
I
and now I've
remember
built a
that.
self-driving car.
I remember that.
And then I'm like, fuck. And then he's like, what do you do? I'm like, I build a speaker that's really loud and you can pour a beer into it.
Oh, I
And
love it.
Alex is incredible. They've raised what, I don't know, $70 million
$70 million.
in
Yeah,
Sequoia since then. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So he's also like out of this world. And but then I still have this other feeling of like going kind of to the next person, and like for all my luck in the world, I end up with the guys from Relativity Space, and I'm like, what do you guys do? And they're like, we are 3D printing rockets and sending them into space. And again, I'm standing like there. I build a loudspeaker,
And pour beer
and
on.
then I like, yeah, exactly. And I go to like the last, like I'm thinking, okay, I'll give it one more try. There must be someone here who doesn't do that much insane stuff.
Yeah,
And I go to the last guy, and it's one of the guys from Boom.
yeah.
And it's like,
Okay,
we're
bro.
building the Concorde for the 21st century, and we
That's
have
funny.
like X billion in letters of intent from like Virgin Airlines. And I just think like that was just such a humbling experience to see. Okay, we might have thought that we were good, but we are terrible compared to these people. And I think that was a super important experience for us.
Yep. It's funny that he
Um,
it's funny that you use Boom's example because I was gonna say the same thing. When we heard about Boom and this what they were doing, we were like, "What the fuck are we doing? We're building an app where
yeah,
people talk anonymously. These guys are putting, they're making like super light airplanes. What the hell? Oh
exactly.
man, that's
Fucking
crazy.
crazy.
That's awesome. So yeah, it's that experience kind of like brought you back, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's amazing to be here with these smart people. Yeah,
Yeah, and then I think other than that, I think YC was just a really solid experience for us, and we just, to me, why it's not like YC teaches you how to do sales or teaches you how to do marketing, but I think they just teach you that mentality of being, I think they call it relentlessly resourceful, and I think that is just super important. And I still talk with Mike Seibel, who was our mentor to this
yeah,
day, and I think just as well, like being able to spar with a person like that on product, even now when he's the CEO of the entire YC core, is just incredible. And I'm super thankful for that.
that's amazing, man.